In this lecture, we will create some great content for Instagram. The goal is to make your post as engaging as possible. And of course, that also depends on the kind of content you're posting. But generally, there are 3 types of pictures that are getting posted on Instagram. Number 1 is just a normal picture. In this case, there isn't anything you can do in Canva. So we're going to focus on number 2 and number 3. Number 2 are also normal pictures, but they are incorporated in some type of template or layout. This is great to brand your content and establish consistency in your Instagram feed. Number 3 are simply quotes, or some other type of text combined with elements. They tend to get lower engagement, but they are great to be more present in certain hashtags, and they also fill your Instagram feed up pretty quickly. Alright, so let's start with number 2. You can decide between the normal and the portrait format. For text, I recommend you choose the normal one, simply because it looks way cleaner in your feed. It's totally fine if you want to choose one of these templates. Just be aware though that many other people may already use the same template, so I recommend to customize it quite a bit. But we want to create something truly unique, and for that we're going to start from scratch. Primarily, we're going to work with frames and elements. I recommend to choose the frame where your image should go in first, and then we're going to build the entire template around that. Here is what you should keep in mind. Do not overload your design with details and focus on one point. Instagram is a very fast platform. Analytics show that on average, people look at one Instagram post for less than half a second. And only after that short time period, they decide if they want to look more closely. So that is a very important thing to keep in mind. It's also very important that you make your content recognizable. Now this may sound difficult to do, but it's not at all. Just stick to one color palette that you always use. I recommend not using more than 4 colors. You can also make a pattern or a gradient. It should just be something recognizable that lets people know that it's your post. And if you already have a branding, you should of course use that one. Since my brand also stands for minimalism, I'm going to keep it simple. That can already be a great template for your future Instagram posts. Let's now make a more complex one. For that, you can simply combine more frames and shapes. And remember to leave enough space for your pictures, because that's what you want to emphasize. For example, something like this would be really bad. As you can see, I'm using more elements in this template, but they are all very similar in shape. Also, the colors aren't too vibrant and work well with the picture. In that way, the design doesn't look overloaded. So this is the completed version. You can reuse this template multiple times. Now, you just need to upload your pictures that you want to post on Instagram to Canva. Drag them into the frame, export your design, and that's it. And if you want even more convenience, you can simply download Canva's app to your phone, log into your account, and then post your design directly to Instagram. When you're logged in, go to Designs and then click on the design that you want to post on Instagram. Click on this export sign in the top right corner, choose Instagram and you can directly post it. Now let's hop on to quotes. There isn't really much to explain here, but there is one thing that I see so many people doing wrong, and that is that they choose hardly readable fonts. As said before, the attention span on Instagram is very short, so choose fonts that are easy to read and consider increasing the leading and tracking space. Other than that, just try to be a little bit more unique when it comes to choosing a background image. So instead of a flower or a beach, search for some inspiration on Unsplash. If it's still not well readable, consider blurring your background. A quote like this definitely stands out more. Now you know how to create professional Instagram content. I really hope you enjoyed this lecture. I'll see you in the next one.